Alright, so our mobile app is almost complete. The last thing we need to do is to be able to update our to-dos. Okay, so let's go ahead and open up. Okay, I got the index page open along with the main.js. Okay, we have the app right here. Alright, so what we want to do is when we click on a to-do, we want to be able to change this and then save it and have it basically replace this to do. All right, and we're using local storage, and we don't have basically a primary key that auto increments. We can't just say delete like you would with for instance, an SQL query, delete to do where ID equals 2 or something like that. We don't have an ID, so basically we're going to look for it by name and date. Okay, so if the to-do matches the name and date, we're going to delete it, and then we're going to replace it with a new one. Alright, so that's basically what we're going to be doing. So let's go to main.js, and I'm going to go under the add form submit. Okay, so we want to get the edit form. Okay, and when that's submitted, alright, so we want to get the current to do and put that into a variable or two variables. Okay, so we're just going to copy this. And you're going to see a lot of the same functionality as there is in the add to do, all right, and the delete to do, because essentially we're adding a new to do to replace it, and then we're deleting the old one. So you'll see a lot of repeat functionality. All right, so next thing we want to do is loop through the to dos, which I can do. I can grab I can actually grab it from the delete box, the delete block. So I'm going to copy that. Alright, so we're going to go through all the to-dos in the list, and basically we want to delete wherever the current to-do name is. Okay, so the current to-do name we want gone. We want the name and the date gone. Okay, so then after that we want to create a new to-do. Okay, so our input values, we're going to create a couple variables. So to-do name edit, edit.val. Okay, so we'll put whatever's in the input into these variables, the value. I'm going to do the same thing with date. Okay, so in our HTML we should have this to do date edit, which we have, and we actually don't. So in the edit page we want our input to have the name should be to do name edit, because we want to differentiate this from the add form to do name. Okay, we'll do the same with the date. Oh, I'm sorry, we need to do date edit. Okay, so we'll save that. Okay, so get the values. Next, our to-dos, json.parse local storage dot get item. Alright, so now we want to create an array with our updated field values. Okay, so whatever we put in there. Create array with new values. Okay, so we'll call this update to do. I call it an array, but it's actually a JSON object. To do name is going to be to do name edit. To do date edit. Okay. So basically what we're going to want to do is push this onto the main JSON object, which holds all of our to-dos. Okay, and we did this in the add functionality, and we can actually just copy it. And we can actually copy both lines. Alright, the only difference is we want to change this to update to do. Alright, and hopefully that does it. So let's save this. Okay, so reload. Let's go to test to do 3. Okay, something went wrong because it's not showing up. I'm pretty sure I know why. We updated these inputs in the edit form to do name edit and to do date edit. So we need to also update that in the edit form block, because where is it? I'm sorry, in the down here on the page show. Okay, let me just put in a comment here. Insert current data into edit form. Okay, so we want to update here. You can see we have name to do name. We just want to say edit it. And that should fix that. So let's reload. Alright, so it's getting inserted. Now let's change this to, we'll just say update, updated, save. Alright, so now we're getting undefined. Let's take a look at our resource. To-dos. Alright, so I stopped the video and found the issue. We need to change this ID here. This should be to do name edit and to do date edit. Alright, so what we want to do, we'll clear everything, add a new to do. Alright, so click on it. Let's edit it. I'll just say updated, save, and there it is. Alright, so now we have create, read, update, and delete functionality for our app. We can also filter, clear the to-dos. So every aspect seems to be done. Feel free to add on to this, create more fields, whatever. Oh, there is one thing I want. One more thing I wanted to do is I want to put the date here. Okay, just kind of float it over here so you can see when you're supposed to do your to-dos. All right. So if we go up here, I'm sorry, we want to go in the JavaScript file and where we're generating this list item. I'm just going to put a span. Okay, and then in the span, I want to put the date. So I'm going to have to do a concatenate. And we just want to put in value dot to do date. Alright. Okay, so we have the date right here. What I want to do is make it lighter and float it over to the right. So I'm going to go into the CSS file, which, by the way, I don't think we even... Alright, so we do have a span tag. Oh wait, this is the done. I need to go to here. Yeah, up to this point we haven't even put anything in our style sheet. Everything has been generated with jQuery Mobile, but it's still a good idea to have a separate style sheet. Alright, so we want to grab that span tag. So ID Todos is the ID for the list, and then we just want the span. Okay, we'll make it a light gray, float to the right, and let's make the font size 90%. Okay, there we go. So that looks a lot better. Alright, so that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. That's it, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.